Greetings and welcome to episode 25 of my Minecraft Let's Play Survival series. So, I made it back from our long trek north, which is behind me there, and you'll have noticed that I found a friend on the way. We'll go say hello to him in a minute. But then, when I got home, I looked at the wall that I'd been building, and I hated it. So I might have gone a bit far. Yeah, I had a lot of time to play this weekend, but no time to record because of more construction work going on inside my house. So yeah, I decided that the towers needed to go in first. The wall, as you'll see, is very basic. It's just basically a pile of cobble at the moment. It will get worked on, but not knowing where the towers were kind of causing the problem for why the wall wasn't working for me. You know, getting the angles right and things, it seemed suddenly a sort of epiphany that this could be the way to go. So there's an entrance, let me get my pointing hand out. There's an entrance here which leads to the warehouse. I'm going to work on that path a bit today, I think. There's another smaller entrance here from that bridge, and then of course the main entrance is the one that we built a few episodes ago. But there's a lot of work needs doing around here. There's holes in the floor, there's patches of stone and big lumps of grass and things that need dealing with. So it might be a bit of a sort of tidy up type of episode. I've got a kind of general idea that I want to bring some roads up through here into some kind of central area, and I'm thinking maybe a large spruce tree as a focal point. I'm also thinking that the main castle keep will go out either up on this plateau here, or I might put it up there, but I don't think there's a lot of space. We'll have to have a look at the terrain up there. And then yeah, it's just a case of, do we want to bring the wall around here, or do we want to stop it there, sort of bank on the mountain to have our backs, and then leave space for expansion should we wish to do so. So yeah, like I say, I just got a bit busy. I got carried away. Once I had a pattern in my head, it was reasonably easy to replicate. And actually, these things aren't as fancy as they look. The hardest part was getting these roofs on, but as you can see, they're not even that big a roof. It was more awkward than anything else. But these are literally just, yeah, let me open one of these up. They're just hollow. I put a torch in so we can get zombie noises. And yeah, it's that simple. They weren't that difficult at all to put in place. But yeah, the wall will change. It will get some kind of decorative feature on it and different blocks and things. But I thought we'd start here because, well, I'll show you in a minute. I've got an idea of how I want these to look. I've left this dip in. It was a lot lower. I filled it up by a couple of blocks, but I've left this here because it reminds me of a kind of a ditch fortification that a lot of castles sometimes have. But look, here's our new friend. Hello, Donkey. I found Donkey on the way home, and I've been thoroughly enjoying his company. He's just going to sit there for now. He will come and probably live in the castle place with me in a little while. Right, I'm just going to have a little bit of a sleep, and then we'll get on with the day. I've got a bit of a sort out as well, so we'll run round the side here, and I'll show you what I've done at this entrance, and then we'll go fetch some blocks and get started. So the idea here is, you know, you've come up over the bridge along this path, and then it starts to bleed into the stone, and it's just a nice little staircase all the way up. These bits were a bit awkward. I couldn't really put these any higher up because of the way that the wall was going here. I could have lifted it to this level, but that would have made that a very straight line. So I went with what was ground level at the time. You'll notice this one, I believe, is the same height as this one. No, it's one higher. but it kind of works. And then I've put these little areas in here. I'm not sure if I'm going to fence them off or leave them. I did try putting the fences in. It works on this side, but then the archway's kind of awkward with it here, which is obviously isn't an issue there. But it's this kind of thing that I'm planning on doing over there. So a lot of grey, unfortunately, but it can't be helped. Oh, and I did cheat a tiny little bit. I have turned the fire spread off. I just really wanted the open flames there, and I figured it wasn't hurting anybody to switch that off. You know, this is mostly about building, not necessarily realism. So yeah, if a few fence posts don't burn down, I'm okay with that. So I finally cleared out the stuff from the bottom of the bridge, and over here I have my supplies. I've got the wooden stuff in there, the stone is in here, and yeah, we'll probably need some of those, and we've got one of them. Okay, we better bring some stone along as well. There's a little bit of overspill on the stone because of the way I organised the boxes. Let's just make some stairs. I'm not sure if we'll need stairs or slabs more at that end, but we're going to need some at some point. Have we got any slabs in here? A few. That'll get us going. And yeah, I've got plenty of those left from last time. Okay, so we're going to work on this kind of entrance way, get a bit of a path going, and see if we can't at least mark out where the roads and the central focal point of this sort of flatter area will be. I don't want to flatten it out too much, but I will do what's needed to be practical. Right, so I've already sort of set this up for slabs, and I'm thinking, do you know, if I'd left that deeper I could have done it as a bridge. I didn't think of that. It's just it was getting very, very low on this side and the wall was getting stupidly oppressive. So let's start by putting a hat on and getting some slabs down over here. And I will try and remember the right way to do them this time. There we go. I'll come back and put some more of those in later. Is that right? That's not right. See, this is what I always do wrong. I always forget to put them up on that one. We will get there. We will get there. I will get there. And that's too far away. Actually, I might just slab this rather than dig it out. That might work quite well. So these ones go up. If I put one on each, then hopefully I won't forget this time. Right. And I do want it to be largely cobble, but not entirely. I must admit, finding it quite a bit easier to mix as I go rather than to do one solid block all the way through and then come back and mix it up, although of course that's what I've done on the walls, but that was mostly for speed and convenience. So I just needed the shape in place. I'm sure you've all been there where you just need to get stuff done. Let's try there and fill the rest in with the cobble. Okay, so that bit went fairly smoothly. And then, do we want to come down here or do we want to keep it flat? I wonder. Give me some more of them. Let's see what this looks like this way round. One there. And then we can bring it up along here. Right, let's put our brick in. I quite like working with slabs once I remember which way they're supposed to go, and of course I haven't got enough of them. Sigh. Right, I'm going to go and get the things I need, and I'll be right back. Okay, let's just get these last few brick slabs in place, and then we can bring the path over this way. I want it more cobbly as it comes over here, and then up to there, there and there, and we'll pop some more of these in as well. That's not going to be more cobbly, is it, if I have them all like that? There we go. And let's do that there. So we've got a sort of idea of where we're going with this now. Let's pull out some of these to put... Give me my dirt back, thank you. We'll put some of these slabs in just to save resources a little bit. And we want to join this up as best we can with this path over here. I wonder how that would look there. Is that a bit much? No, not there. Stupid grass. Get out my way. And there. And then we can kind of bring... Well, we could, you know, if I didn't break everything, do like that, and then you've actually got choices over which way to go. Thank you, we don't need that there. And actually, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that works. Works well enough, doesn't it? And it's getting dark again. Probably quicker to go sleep over here. Yeah, we need to name the donkey at some point as well. I keep calling him a he, but for some reason the name Mildred keeps popping up at me. I keep thinking of him as a Mildred. I have issues. Let's just put it that way. There's something wrong with me. A boy named Mildred. Not quite a boy named Sue, but never mind. Right, next thing is getting some kind of walls in place, I think, because although this is very nice, it does have issues like this. So I'm thinking some solid blocks and some stone walls ought to do the trick. And then we can do our rather nice lighting system at the same time. So would that make sense to come out that far? Maybe if we bring this one around the corner like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and we'll pop one of these in every now and then. Like so, and have most of it cobble. And not there, thank you. Wrong place. Like that. Ooh. Yeah, one there. Right. So we'll fill all these gaps in, and then we can run our stone wall along the top. And I'm not sure, maybe grow some trees? Yeah, I think we'll stick with cobble there. Along the sides here. bushes and things, make it look a bit overgrown. I'm not sure. I mean, I do want this to be quite a smart kingdom, but at the same time it is also quite industrial. They probably don't have time to take care of everything as well as they could. I don't know if I want to bring that up like that. I don't want to do that, I know that much. Or whether to just let it drop down. I might leave it like that for now, just because I do want to get some lighting in. And I have put, I don't know if this is going to be enough wall now. I have got a lighting design in mind for here. I've already put a couple in. The eagle-eyed among you may notice them by the other entrance. Let's see. Yes. 2 left. Right. The only problem is I would want one to go there, and that might look a bit odd with one sticking out that way and one this way. Well, we can try it and see. Okay, so I will need some of those, and some kind of pillaring block. That'll probably do it. I don't need very many. So I think it's 2, and then 1 there, 1 there, there and there, and again on this side, and then we need to get back up on the top again to put the torches on. Might seem a little bit redundant with the flames there, but you've got to have some kind of street lights, haven't you? I think that's what I did over there. I will go and double check. I'm pretty sure it's too tall. So, and again, we want to, let's see if we can do all of this in one go this time. If I can get myself organised. No, apparently not. Oh well. Should have brought some more dirt or something with me. And it could have been worse, couldn't it? Can I reach that one from here? I can. There we go. So these will be dotted about along the place. I think here is the next natural place for them. Although, yeah, it kind of has to, doesn't it? Come on. Not there. Why do I... Oh, fences. They're nearly as bad as stairs, but not quite. There we go. And I wonder if I do that, if I can reach them both at the same time. That doesn't need to be there. Let's see. Okay, let's try not to fall off this time. And that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. And if I go up a little higher, I should hopefully be able to put one. No, there. And we'll put the torches on while we're over here this time. Ah! Oh, so close. So close. Oh, well, you can't have everything, eh? And let's get up on this one. It's going to need to go there this time. I'm not convinced I'm going to get up and over there, am I? Oh, that'll do. Don't fall off the edge this time. Right. I apologise if you hear banging there. The children who live through the wall of my study in the other house are clearly not happy about something. So I think we'll put one more pair of these here, and maybe another pair up near the top, and then we'll have a little look at where we want the main roads to go. So I'll be back in a little while. Okay, so looking at this entrance here, and this entrance here, and this entrance here, I'm thinking somewhere around here should be the central point, or so the focus point of the tree or whatever. These will have to go. Yeah, I don't like those there. I can't remember if I planted them or not, but I don't like them. So over here we've got our lamps in place. I can already see that this is definitely going to have to be peeled back a little bit. I don't want to make it too flat, but there we go. That'll do for now. And I just want to sort of mark out where these roads may go, and I don't need for them to be full sort of walls, if you like. I just want to make sure that I've got the width sorted. And there, and that'll sort of come up to that point there. Okay, and then this one is probably the big one, because I think that's going to sweep round up to the castle, so it's kind of going to come in somewhere around here. Let's just go down this way and do it. I want this one to be reasonably straight, but not too much so. And the fact that this comes up right to the edge does mean that we could probably just carry it on from here, but that's going to be very wide. I would rather, I think, because this is 3 wide here, if I do that, it's just going to glance past there, but we'll see how it works out. This, like I say, it's more just a general marking in place of where we want things to go. Actually, that might not work out too badly after all. My bed is right in the middle of the road, and there is somebody clattering about on the street outside my window. I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it or not, but if you can, I do apologise. Is that right? 3 there? 1, 2, 3, yeah. Let's go there and there-ish. Yeah, we can always sort of widen it out as we go along as well. It doesn't have to be set in stone, as it were, even though that's exactly what I'm marking it out with. Empty time. And yeah, this one's going to be quite a bit longer, isn't it? Because I want it to sort of then branch off this way, but that doesn't mean it can't carry on this way at the same time. Let's move that one out of the way. Or maybe, yeah, you're not in the right place. Or we sort of swing it down this way. Either way, this is going to be a sort of branching road, and I might indicate that like that, so that we can see that it's spreading both ways. And that's going to need to be quite a bit wider if that is the main way through to the castle. I mean, this isn't exact, but I do want a place so I know what I'm coming back to. Yeah, and then this will come down into this central area here. And then it's just a case of branching off this way. So yeah, hopefully you're getting the general idea of what it is I'm trying to achieve here. It doesn't feel like there's been an awful lot done for the amount of time in the episode, but sometimes these things just kind of have to be done. Let's go straight up here. Make this a little bit more angular, because really I kind of want this to come down this way like that, because I'm thinking that this road will sort of encourage you to come round like that, so it would be sort of like that. Right, I think we need to get a proper look at it from back up there, so I will run up there and see you at the top. Right, so it all seems to be converging quite nicely. You can see there's one line that's going to come to here, one that's going to branch off to there, one that's going to go around here and up to there, and I imagine there'll be one over here to the buildings or whatever's going along this wall, and I've got an idea of what that'll be. I've been talking about an industrial smeltery for some time, and I'm thinking of building out the front with a door that goes in, and then having the actual mechanics of it in the cliff face might be a nice way to go if we can make it work. This does also mean that pond doesn't have to disappear, although it's quite sunken down. I'm not in love with it completely. But yeah, overall, I'm reasonably pleased. We've got an idea of where the roads are going to go, which is always important. I will most likely fill those in between episodes, because you've seen my process now. You don't need to see any more of it. And yeah, we'll get a stable up, I think, in the next episode, maybe somewhere around here. Or possibly one at each entrance, just so that our friend, a boy called Mildred, will have somewhere to sleep if he's working hard up here. And then I've got all those saddles, I can go get some horses, and we'll start to sort of make this place feel like it's got a bit of life in it. I'm really quite liking the way these have turned out now that there's more of them. I wasn't sure when I just had the couple of them over there, but I'm thinking for lighting for round here, that's going to work quite nicely. And we can switch those blocks out for posher ones when we get nearer the posher end of the build. Right, okay. I'm pretty sure that there's nothing left to say now, except thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.